Assalamualaikum. Hello everyone, I'm Elena Pratiwi, a student from Poltekkes Kemenkes Tasikmalaya. In this video, I will explain diabetes mellitus medication based on their administration routes such as injection, infusion, oral, sublingual, buccal, inhalation, topical, rectal, vaginal, and nasal. Let's begin. 1. Injection. Insulin is the primary medication administered via injection, especially for patients with type 1 diabetes mellitus and some type 2 cases. Common types include insulin brand name Humalog and insulin glargine brand name Lantus. The dosage varies depending on patient needs, typically between 10 to 50 units per day. It is injection subcutaneously, usually in the abdomen or thigh area. Insulin works by helping body cells absorb glucose from the blood, thereby lowering blood sugar levels. 2. Infusion. Insulin can also be administered via intravenous infusion, particularly during emergencies such as diabetic ketoacidosis. Regular insulin, brand name Actrapid, is commonly used. The dosage and infusion rate are determined by medical professionals. For example, 0.1 units or kilogram or hour. This route provides a rapid effect as the drug enters the bloodstream directly. 3. Oral. Oral medication are primarily used for type 2 diabetes patients. Common drugs include metformin, brand names Glucopag, glibenclamide, brand names Daunil, and sitagliptin, brand names Januvia. Metformin is prescribed at 500 to 2000 mg per day, taken after meals. It works by reducing glucose production in the liver and enhancing insulin sensitivity. Glibenclamide stimulates the pancreas to produce more insulin. Sitagliptin works by inhibiting the DPP-4 enzyme to enhance the effect of incretin hormones. 4. Sublingual. Sublingual medicine is used by depositing the medicine under the tongue. Sublingual diabetes medication are not widely used yet, but they are being developed for hypoglycemic condition. One example is sublingual glucagon. It is administered as a tablet or strip placed under the tongue to dissolve. The drug works by stimulating the liver to release glucose into the bloodstream. 5. Buccal. The buccal route is similar to sublingual, where our drug is placed between the cheek and gums. Currently, no commercial diabetes medication is available for buccal administration, but research is ongoing to develop insulin or glucagon formulation via this route, especially as a non-invasive alternative. 6. Inhalation. Inhaled insulin such as Afrezza is a new alternative for patients who are uncomfortable with injection. The typical dose are 4, 8, or 12 units and are taken before meals. This drug is absorbed through the lungs and acts quickly to reduce post-meal blood sugar levels. 7. Topical. Topical drugs are not used to directly control blood sugar, but to treat complications such as diabetic foot ulcer. Examples include antibiotic creams like mupirocin, brand names Bactroban, and sulfadiazine, brand name Sulfaden. These are applied 1 to 2 times daily to prevent infection and speed up healing. 8. Rectal route. The rectal route for diabetes treatment is very rarely used. However, in emergencies such as severe hypoglycemia in unconscious patients, glucose may be administered rectally. Specific rectal products for diabetes are still under development. 9. Vaginal route. The vaginal route is not used for direct diabetes treatment, but it is important for managing yeast infection, which are common in women with diabetes. One example is clotrimazole, brand names Canesten, available in cream or vaginal tablet form. 10. Nasal route. Nasal medication are used by spraying liquid medication into a clean nasal cavity. Nasal insulin is still under research and not yet widely available. However, this method shows promise as a non-invasive way to control blood sugar rapidly by being absorbed directly through the nasal mucosa. Thank you for listening until the end. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.